And our main focus is to, grow Woworks to be one of the largest holding companies in the U.S. And when we put this together, our goal was not to just, the world didn't need another restaurant holding company. So we wanted to create something really special. And, it's a very purpose-driven company that we're building. And the brands we go after are good for you brands and clean. And so if you are a person inclined to eat clean food, you don't want preservatives or additives, then you come to one of our brands. And we have great, whether you're vegan or, Whole 30 or keto or whatever lifestyle you live, we have food for you. And if you want to be indulgent, you could also put some, chocolate or caramel on top of your acai bowl, right? So we've talked to other brands, but we didn't feel like they were necessarily good for you or where the puck is going. And so, people are, as they become more educated about the food they're putting into their bodies, you are what you eat. So we care about brands that are where the future of food is, which is, food for fuel. The Woworks portfolio had 92 restaurants less than 2 years ago, and we're at, around 250 today. And we have another 55 or so more that will open by the end of this year, and the next year it's crazy.
What's happening next year? Can we get any little tidbits?
I mean, I suspect right now the momentum is great. We're opening 2 to 3 restaurants a week right now throughout the portfolio, and we have some weeks coming up where there might be even 4 or 5 restaurants opening. But next year is shaping up to look like it could be as many as 2 to 3 restaurants every single week, and there'll be weeks where it'll spike even higher. So the pipeline for next year looks fantastic. I saw some new leases come through this morning on the West Coast, and so we're really expanding out west and really everywhere at this point. But yeah, we've got some. I suspect we will have another brand or 2 in the portfolio by this time next year as well.
Well, and one of the things that you're doing now as Woworks is that you're combining several of these brands in shared spaces. I mean, how you just talked about it at Walmart that you could order from multiple brands. How has it been going co-branding in physical locations?
Yeah, so we've opened up our second Saladworks Frutta Bowl combination on the street, and it's doing incredibly well. And we expected it to do well. I mean, these are 2 great brands. They're both good for you, and sometimes you're in the mood for an acai bowl. Sometimes you just want to pop in and have a smoothie, or you can have a smoothie with your salad. And it's doing, I would say, twice of what we expected it to do, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down. And so we're really excited about that. I suspect that is going to be a model of the future, where we are able to, by the way, operationally combine it, and it's all in one line, and the sales increase, in the 30 to 40% range on a unit. So we think it's going to be a home run. And why would you ever open up a Frutta Bowl without a Saladworks or a Saladworks without a Frutta Bowl? We have some in the pipeline that are opening without each other, but I see with these numbers, that's probably going to be something that you'll see more of in the future for sure.
And as you look, I mean, you talked about gaining more brands in the portfolio. As you look to acquire more brands, are you looking for ones that can work in a shared space with other brands that you already have, like a Garbanzo plus a new concept? Or are you looking for just a concept that will fit into the portfolio in terms of the food that it provides?
It is more about the food. And, we want to have food that is best in class, and that's something that, where the puck is going, right? We don't want to be buying old brands that aren't what people want. And as people even become more and more educated about what they're putting into their bodies, they're going to want clean, good food. And as much as everyone is trying to make their food clean, we're already there, and so, we like to say, we were plant-based before plant-based was cool. So it is definitely the type of brands we're looking at and talking to.
Well, so you talked about growth and going from 92 units when you started Woworks to 250. How has the franchising system reacted to, first of all, the joining of the brands, and then all of this co-branding and these things that you guys are doing now and the growth?
Well, I mean, it's only opportunities. If you're a franchise partner, it's only opportunities. So, your costs are going to go down because we now have buying power of more restaurants. And our vendor partners, they see the benefit of us, growing these brands as well. And if they partner with us and they know they're probably going to get the business of the new acquired brands as well. And so we're getting much, much better pricing on our agreements. And so if you're an existing franchise partner for any of these brands, your cost of technology has come down, your cost of food will come down. All of our MSAs have been reworked to include the much larger brands, the much larger portfolio, but the growth. And they see, I mean, it's one thing to say you're going to grow. A lot of people talk about growth. The proof's in the pudding. I mean, when you're opening up the restaurants and they see you're adding 2 to 4 restaurants a week into my business, they're willing to give you better pricing. So we save franchisees percentages on cost, and that's going to only grow. And then there's opportunities for them to grow as well. So they see these other brands, they get a peek into the tent, if you will, and see what's really going on, and they know that we're going to constantly be working on improving unit level economics. They know that we're going to constantly be working on improving process. We're not perfect today, and quite frankly, no one is, but there is a pursuit of wow, and there's a pursuit of excellence. And so if we're trying to create wow experiences for everyone that we deal with, we're going to just get better and better. And so it only benefits the franchise partners.